All right, I'm live. All right, so real brief. I'm not gonna do a long talking introduction, but I have to. And I have to. I repeat, I have to do a response to Mr. Parker, parentheses, brother Berean's latest video. So if you haven't seen my first video that I posted a long time ago, and it's not that great of a video. Trust me, I could have done much better. I might go back through and rehash those arguments. But I have a lot to have to say. I have a lot to have to say about Mr. Parker's behavior, namely, his unjust. How do I put it? He doesn't use even scales, right? So, and I'm gonna talk more about it as I get into his video, because I've been debating on whether or not I want to do a response to his video for a long time. Anybody who's talked to me about this topic knows that. But it's bothered me so much that it's 1:54 in the morning, and I've watched this video like 3 times already. So I think he needs to be corrected 100%. He needs to be, because he's doing too much. He's doing way too much. Right? He has too many people's attention to act the way that he has and to do the things he's done. He's unhinged himself from any true body of believers, any fellowship, and all because of whatever happened between him, Pastor Eric Mason, urban apologists. He's bleeding over the people. And enough's enough. It needs to calm down. He needs to take a step back, regroup, rethink, clear his head, and then start talking again. Because this is ridiculous. And all it took is one video for him to respond, right? For him to respond and have a whole lot to say. That's all it took. And just the way that he behaves himself. And he makes the excuse. He just says he's on his ignorant right now. No, man, you need to cut that out. You need to cut that out. So I encourage anyone who sees this. I'm going to try and share this video. So I'm going to be deliberate about putting this stuff out now. So I'm going to find places to post this video so people see it. Because he's hypocritical in a lot of things he's done. He picks and chooses who he wants to have dialogue with, which is okay, right? As long as you're honest and you deal with the people the right way. And I'll say for sure that the way me and him parted ways, he's not applying the same critique to himself as he is to other people. So he needs to be corrected. And I'm going to go through the video. I'm going to do a step-by-step response. And I'm also going to post a link to my video on him, right? On him, detailing emails and receipts. So he's not above reproof, not above correction, and he needs to address it. He needs to be as open about himself, right? He doesn't even use his real name. for whatever reason, but he puts himself out of critique's way, right? He never wants to answer questions directly about himself. There's a whole nother video that I should also talk about when I first came to the Patreon, his Patreon, right? And I'll probably talk about that another time. But yeah, they asked me a bunch of questions, right? A bunch of questions to kind of see where I was at with certain things. So they're not as open to dialogue as they would like you to believe. 100% guarantee. 100% guarantee. He talks out both sides of his mouth. And I challenge him. Come and address me. Address me the same way you did G-Man. See if that sticks. Bet you won't. I bet you won't. But I'm not going to talk anymore in regards into that. I've said enough. I want to actually dissect this video because I'm tired and I'm disgusted, just like he is. Just like he's disgusted with other people, I'm disgusted with him. I'm gonna put that out now, right? And I have good reason, right? Because the way he's behaved himself over the years. Granted, he wasn't always like this, or maybe I didn't see it all the time. Me and him aren't close. We're not friends, so I'll be clear about that. We're not close and we're not friends. In fact, he mentions me in the end of the video, right? But he doesn't even say my name. He can't even remember my name. But he had no problem in remembering my name when he needed help with something, when he wanted to do a video, right? Because that's the extent of our relationship, really. But he always knew my name then. But somehow you can't remember it. All right, that's cool. It's too easy, man. Hey, so I'm gonna go and critique this video real quick, and we're gonna go step by step.
I want to talk about some Jesus is Lord, grace and peace. Hey Richardson, how you doing? Just in the chat tonight. Tonight I'm going to talk about that whole. I'm going to do part 4 on what we've been calling religious manipulation. Sister Hicks, I don't want to tell them folk I was up in the apostolic. I was up with some peeps yesterday. Oh God, I don't know what God is doing, but there's some things that we have to discuss. Now, these folk, you know Berean ain't been in no seminary. You know Berean ain't the sharpest knife in a drawer, but we've been talking about some stuff, Rome. We've been talking about it for a while, and now it's coming to a head. It's coming to a head. So tonight between 7:30 and 8, I don't know what the situation is with these people. You know, they got me doing some other stuff 5 o'clock in the morning, but all right, we'll talk. I have to tell you, it's a lot going on. But good to see you. We have to talk about this whole thing that's going on with the church. A lot of people don't like me to use the word politics and apologetics and Israelites. And I'm going to explain some things about the games that people play. There's games and there's politics and ministry, and I'm going to talk about weak points in the apologetic community. I told these folk a long time ago, y'all got to sit down. These folk came around here to talk doctrine. Y'all got to sit down and talk doctrine, but y'all wanted to play the game the way y'all wanted to play the game. Y'all wanted to do what y'all wanted to do. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, champion? So we're gonna have to talk about it. There's some things that's backfiring. There's some things that's coming about. There's gonna be backlash against the community, the entire community. When I say the church, the body of Christ, the African American church is part of the body of Christ. Believe it or not, black folk are part of a universal body of Christ, of believers. Grace and peace, Carla, how are you? And because we haven't been acknowledging, or we didn't want to come to the table and talk about certain things, there's been a lot of problems going on. And now these problems are folk are gonna be exposed. Ministries are gonna be exposed. Motives are gonna be exposed. I'm gonna help expose it tonight. One reason people don't like me is because I expose some politics in the church, and I do say certain things that may not be right. But the church can't. The day is long over that the pastors and the preachers just doing what they want to do and calling the shot. Folk thinking and folk reading that Bible. Folk thinking, folk reading that Bible, and they want to challenge y'all, and they're coming and just asking questions. And because people don't want to answer questions, because people think that they are some type of authority, we can't go with what we used to go with. I tell them, listen, these young folk, they brand new with it.
So I want to address that. So are you saying that pastors don't have authority? What are you getting at? Right? You need to clarify. You need to get your stuff right. That pastors do have a role in the church. Fact. Now that's Bible. That's a fact. Pastors have a role in the church. They have authority in the church. They can use it improperly, right? They cannot use or have sound doctrine. They can have theological errors. But one thing you cannot say is that they just think they have some made up authority. Now the question is it a valid church by the biblical standard? That's a whole nother issue. But you and this theological Marxist doctrine, whatever, I'm not talking about what you affirm in the Christian faith. I'm talking about the way you go about and separate people into categories, right? You put the church in the categories, different people in the categories, the same way that you criticize people lumping in Hebrew Israelites, right? And there's a reason why you won't address me or include me in a conversation, because you know I'm different. You know I don't fit all those categories that you want to push on. And if you say something, I'm not going to fit that mold, right? And you know that. We both know that. So don't play. Don't play. You need to start addressing things correctly. And I want you to respond to this video. I want you to talk like that to me the same way you did to G-Man, right? To his response. Because I'll admit, I don't think his questions were all that great and pointed. I don't think they hit at the heart of what you were saying. I think you should have asked different questions, because those do make him look bad. That's a fact. Right now, maybe he has some point that he's going to elaborate based on your answers. I just don't think those were good premises to start on. I watched the video several times. I think his concerns are valid. I just don't think the issues he's critiquing were actually the best. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna let this play, but I have a lot to say.
Well, you bet they want the whole truth and nothing but the truth. They want us to put it on the table. I said it's best to hear it from us as opposed to hearing it from them. But we want to do it like the old pastors did. We don't want to talk. We don't feel we have to talk. I'm the preacher. I ain't got to say nothing. If we don't talk about it, it's going to go away. There's some stuff that's not going away. That Israel thing is not going to go away. Sister E said it. Sister E, like she said that a year ago or something like that. There's more of us than them. So now the church is scrambling because they're realizing that there's people that's talking about Israel that love God, that are already saved, that's been saved, that they're coming up within the body of Christ, and we're seeing it. And they don't want to talk about it. So now everything is coming out. People try to blame shift and do this and do that. And I'm going to talk about that whole thing with me and the PayPal and all of the stuff that they're talking about. We're going to let it all out. You want to bring it out? We're going to bring it all out. People are dropping videos and people are saying some things. People are saying some things, and ministries are going to fall. Ministries are going to stand. There's a lot going on right now. Politics are involved in it. Racism is involved in it. Ignorance is involved in it. There's some people that want to keep y'all ignorant of certain things. It's a new spirit out here. Everybody's
So I want to respond to that. All right. Since you're an advocate for the people, okay, who are those people that want to keep them ignorant? Call them by name. As you always say, mark those that cause division among you. Tell us their names. Be specific. Be clear. Stop hovering. Call people out. Since you're for the people, call them out and deal with them individually. Call them out. That's all I got to say. Call them out. Don't be scared about it. And then I know you're going to get to the Freemasons. I saw this video. I'm also going to call you on that. I'm also going to call you out on that. So call them out. Call people by name.
examining the word of God. And there's a set of people here saying we're going to get back to holiness, hell or high water. We getting back to holiness, and that's what they're demanding. And they're researching the word. But we got some pastors, even though they got seminary degrees, they're moving with an old ignorant mindset. I'm the pastor, whatever I do, whatever we talk about is what it is. No, that those days are long gone, and you still in the pulpit. But you don't know it's a new day, and a new day, and in this new day, people and things are being exposed. Tradition is being exposed in light of the word of God. In light of the word of God. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to tell you now, and because some videos came out, I don't even want to get into the whole thing, but we're going to
Yeah, I have to respond to that. I can only assume that the traditions he's referring to is the Easter egg and a Christmas tree. Right? Easter egg and Christmas tree. That's it. That's the only thing he's ever talking about. It's the Easter egg and the Christmas tree. And if that's the worst that you're seeing out there, which I agree, it's not necessary for the worship of the people of God. I don't even consider it edifying. All right, there are people that use it. Cool, and if you're going to do urban apologetics, then you definitely should get rid of it because it's not aiding and it's a stumbling block. 100% agree, 100%. But at the end of the day, right? Is that a matter of salvation either? Does it cause you to act like this in the conduct that you're doing? Are you really acting this way because whatever was supposed to happen between you and Pastor Eric Mason fell out? Because until that, you weren't acting quite like this, right? Everything you've said for the past several months since that event took place has revolved around that. And you use your platform as a means to voice that, right? Use it as a means to voice it. And from the sounds of it, it sounds like some mess really happened. Something valid did take place, right? And it apparently was hurtful. But you got to deal with it better than this. Got to deal with it better than this. This behavior is ridiculous.
I'm not flying no apologetic flag, and the reason I'm not flying apologetic flag because I seen how they were moving. So now y'all gonna get shots fired. That's what y'all gonna get tonight. The pastors that don't like it, Berean, we started off good with you. We thought you were okay, but you got our members coming back asking us questions. I put questions out there so people could think. Y'all don't want them people thinking. I want them people following. And good sheep, I guess, a good sheep. Chad, help me for a minute. A good sheep supposed to follow, just follow. This, because I could be confused too. Like, I ain't got no seminary degree. But we're going to bring out them folk with them PhDs, and I'm going to explain all of that degree nonsense. A lot of them folk giving out degrees to each other to recognize, and they're going to verify who's recognized and who people can go to as an authority. Oh, them days are over. And I'm explaining like I.
Hey, so there's some truth to that. There's some truth. But I think it's convenient that you use scholarship when you're trying to address certain issues, right? You use scholarship. You appeal to authority, right? You go to the subject matters. Right? That's exactly what you do. So that being the case, set the proper framework, right? Because it sounds like you're anti-scholarship. Right. It sounds like you are. And I think you need to clarify that. And again, I want you to respond back to this video. I'm going to make sure this video makes its way to you. 100%. My first one may have not. But you still owe me that conversation. You still owe me that. I find it amazing that you can respond to a video in less than 24 hours has been posted, but you promise to have a conversation and you never have it. Right. So I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to hold you to that. But yeah. Stop sounding anti-scholarship because you're quick to quote them and you're quick to use it as a sword to dismantle arguments. But when it comes to other people having it, it's just all fake. Yeah, there's degree mills out there. There's honorary degrees. But who has one? Again, be specific, be clear. If you're going to use that as an argument, if you're going to brush with a broad stroke like that, Name names. Name names. Who has an honorary degree? That's part of the group that you're criticizing. Name names. Don't just be all emotional up there, bleeding all over the people. Name names. I look forward to it.
I'm explaining them honorary degrees and this nonsense that we running around here talking about who's degreed up and who got the Holy Ghost and all of that other stuff. We're going to talk about all of that stuff. What the other apologists call it, the degree paper mill, where they just pumping out degrees for each other. All of them down with that. All of them is doctor this and doctor that. They ain't no doctors. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all right now, a lot of church folk don't want to deal with them preachers. I'm talking on the phone to, what's that brother name? I'm talking to that brother Ron Dalton on the phone. And he said, well, listen, I got plenty history and I got this and I got that. I'm like, listen, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I'm going to tell you what I'm telling them. Because it's going to come out. I see Pastor Kelly post something. He got me all up in the end of the thing. But we going to shout out to him. We got all of that stuff. Y'all should have been talked to them. But y'all didn't want to talk to them, so now y'all gonna get that work. I want, and listen, y'all so busy watching me, y'all don't know what I'm doing. So we gonna talk about G-Man tonight, Pastor Kelly. I'm talking about, listen. What's this dude, Eric Mason? I'm talking about you, Damon Richardson, all of y'all. I'm talking about all of y'all tonight. We gonna bring it all out. We gonna remember y'all. I said timelines. I've been telling y'all about timelines. I got a body of work out there. I got 404 videos, 1.3 million views combined together.
Yeah, I want to talk about that real quick. Okay. So yeah, he has the quantity of views, the quantity of videos, right? But if you go back and watch his videos, 100% of the time, right? 100% of the time. Okay, I'm exaggerating. Most of the time, like 90%. He brings up an issue, talks a little bit about it, and then ends his video saying he's going to come out with more about it. All right. These 4 videos he's posted are probably the most consistent, at least in title and topic, I've seen to this day. And it's all because of what happened to him. It's the beef he has. But if you ask him to stick to a theological topic to define what he thinks or where he's at, he doesn't do it. Right? He just doesn't do it. Find me one video. That's my challenge. Find me one video where he talks about a doctrine from start to finish. Most of his videos in the beginning are like 4 or 5, 10 minutes long, right? I remember when he first started posting videos addressing Ray Hagan. I saw you when you was first on Periscope, right? I remember that. My wife found you. I was there. I saw it on Periscope, of course, not in person, but I saw that transition. I saw you as you started, supported you the whole way through. All right. So I'm not just saying this because I haven't been watching you. So again, your criticism with G-Man, your criticism with all them doesn't apply to me. Right. And I'm going to make sure this video finds you again. But let's continue.
We've been saying something, but y'all ain't listening. Y'all ain't want to listen because y'all know too much. So y'all gonna do what y'all want to do. Now they got that business for y'all. And everybody's members, I don't care how many members, everybody YouTube channel, everybody followers, everybody's gonna be challenged. Everybody's gonna be challenged. I've been telling y'all they playing games. What games they playing? Bunching y'all together. And they doing that because they got them folk behind. Because they got them folk behind them and they got folk they got that answer to. We're going to talk about all of that stuff. You get a degree, you trained, you done been to seminary, you trained to think the way they want you to think.
Yeah, I'm going to let him have that one. There tends to be a stream of loyalty built in those higher level of educations. I agree 100%. Yeah, that's it. It becomes a pool of people. In some instances, it can appear. I'm not saying it necessarily is. I'm saying it can appear to be a caste-like structure, right? Rank and file, things like that. It can appear to be that way, and it does manifest itself in that way from time to time. Again, I'm saying if you see it, call it out, right? Because I'm in a theological and tradition where all this stuff is laid out on the table. All right. It's a fact. It's all laid out on the table. So I want you to critique the church as a whole, I know you tend to only pick with your denomination or your views and ones that are closest to you, as you'll say later in the video. You want to stick with those closest to what you believe. All right. Got it. But I'm saying, but that's a particular part of the church. That's a theology and a tradition unique, mostly in that way of thinking. But don't lead the people until you believe the whole church is characterized this way. Right? Don't do that. That's dishonest. That's probably why you moved me from the group again, because you couldn't fit me in that category. Even though we share a lot of the same beliefs. Y'all might not know, but you know, me, I now have a Reformed background. Berean rocked with that in the beginning. I'm sorry, Mr. Parker rocked with that in the beginning. He did. So let's discuss it more.
We're going to take our time. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the money. We're going to expose it all. We're going to talk about the movement. Is the color thing important? Is the color of Jesus important? Y'all saying it don't make no difference. Listen, if Jesus is the image of the invisible God, y'all should have never had a picture of him anyway. But they brought a picture down. Now we got some people running around saying his color don't make a difference, and his carnal talking about him because he's looking like the dominant culture. And the rest of y'all are so trained in your minds that even if you, you got to be careful. You don't want your culture to supersede Jesus. Everybody, the dominant culture, I'm Irish, and when my grandparents came over here, and everybody can talk about it but us. We're going to talk about all of that. Y'all can't listen to people too smart to play games with them. Genesis 10, the word of God is there. And we're going to read that word and see what that word say. We're going to see what that word say. I'm not playing with near devil. That's Berean talk. I'm not playing with near devil.
All right. So who's the devil and what's the category? Or the criteria for that category? Again, clarity, right? Looseness of words is like looseness of bowels. Clean it up. Be clear. Be straightforward. All right. Who is the devil? There's no way that you should be loose with that word or just lead people to, because what you're doing is you're saying things and letting people internalize your words, right? Categorize how they see fit, doing whatever they want to do with what you're insinuating without actually saying. All right. At some point you have to say something because people are listening to you. You have that responsibility, right? You can't use the excuse that you don't want to get in the way because you're already in the way. You mediate for all these people who ain't talking. You mediate for all the urban apologists that don't come on, right? When they're not on, you critique them with, from what it seems, many honest critiques, right? You critique them. You say how they feel on their behalf, what they think on their behalf, and what they're trying to do on their behalf. You say all these things, and then you say you're going to come out with the receipts. Just come out with them. You do this much talking, just expose it. All right? That's all you got to do. Expose it. If it really is that big of a deal, and if they really are that bad, expose them. Why are you holding on to it? Don't drag this out longer than it needs to be. Fix it. I mean, you say you're on the side of truth. You say if you don't tell the whole truth, that you're lying. You say that. All right? So then why are you withholding it? You tell parts of it, get everybody excited, and get them riled up. And then all of a sudden, for some reason or another, you have to leave, right? Get all the super chats you can, right? And I'll have a response on that later, right? It'll come up in the video.
We're going to expose it all. But like I said, we're going to expose it all. And there's some text we can pull up. There's some stuff that's already out here. There's some stuff that's already out. And for the thinking person to see the material that's out here, they got to say, man, listen, they may have a point right there. They may have a point right there. Are these apologists, have they been moving the goalpost? I'm down with the church. Now they want to question my doctrine. Well, they want to question what I believe, who I think going to heaven.
All right. So again, hyperbole, man. One person posted a video and asked you. At least that's all that I saw. And that's all that you said you responded to. Right? They, them, the authority, the oppressor, using all these inflammatory phrases. But it's really just a few people. Man, your rhetoric is off the chain. It's off the chain. You need to reel it back in. Because this is too much, man. Too much. You say way too much, and you come off way up here just for a few people that hurt your feelings. And yeah, they may have been wrong. Why don't you tell us the whole story? That would probably help. Give us some context. But why withhold it? That doesn't make any sense. If what they did is so bad, and if it's the truth, and you're on the side of truth, why don't you let other people know? Let's come out with it.
Y'all clowns. Y'all been exposed. Y'all moving the goalpost. Everybody, I'll bring on Berean TV. Who is the Son? Is the Son eternal? But y'all trying to switch it up. Because y'all devils and y'all working and y'all moving in a certain way and y'all.
See, there you go. Them loose words, devils. What does that mean? Devils. Are they Satan incarnate? What? Are they just in error? Bring some clarity, man. Bring some clarity. We need clarity on this topic. Or just stop talking altogether. One or the other.
Got an agenda for your gang, for your denomination, but people seeing all through that. Now they coming with receipts. What you gonna do? Y'all say y'all got receipts. Now they coming with receipts. I told Ron Dalton, I said,
hey, I got receipts on your behavior. Speaking of receipts, I got receipts. So I'm gonna challenge you, Berean. I got receipts on you. On the way you've behaved. Is that Christian-like? Is that the right way to go about things? Is your integrity above bar? I would say not. I would say not. Again, I think you act like a lot of people are against you, but you set divisions as well. You have caused, at least where I'm concerned, I can only speak for myself, but the way you went about that, totally wrong. Totally wrong.
listen, there's two ways. It's two ways we gonna get y'all. We running down on you. There's two ways that we gonna do this. If we believers, if I'm a pastor, if I'm apologist, it's two ways we gonna do. We gonna get y'all with doctrine, and I think we got the doctrine locked with the law of grace, this and that. We got that kind of lock right there. But listen, you apologists, y'all. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. A lot of Christians don't know no history. You black folk, y'all don't know no history. Period. So the preachers can get y'all, and the preachers that do know history, they know history of what? Hezekiah. They know the history of Israel. Because we follow the God of Israel. Period. But a lot of pastors don't know history. Why y'all think we don't even deal with, oh man, I'm not even going tonight because y'all gonna make me mess down and break down that Masonic element and then start sharing some stuff with y'all. And listen, before that whole Balfour Declaration, there was already the 10 lost tribes moving around. There was already British Israelism that was laid out to deceive a people. Now y'all gonna make me say names. Y'all gonna make me say, now this is where I'm playing myself. Other dude said, yo, you ain't even got to do that much. You doing the most. You could just do some other stuff. Just put it in a book and spoon feed them and let them buy it. I get up here and why I tell y'all everything. I told Ron Dalton the other way is the history. A lot of pastors don't know history. A lot of apologists don't want to see y'all with that history. They know history, but it's old-time history. They don't know regular secular history. They don't know West African history. Why you think they don't want to get it on with Garfield and them? We going to bring it all out. They're not prepared for that, so they want to say ahead of time what we going to debate, what we going to speak on. They don't want to speak on certain things. They don't want to speak on certain things. Y'all clowns can't play with me. And it's no disrespect, but I am upset. I am upset. Thank you, Blake. Yes, hit the like button. I am upset. I am offended. But in my offense, I'm going to speak truth. I'm going to speak nothing but the truth. I'm following they lead, and I'm over here trying to get white folk money. Because I'm following they lead. Mason started that movement, that woke movement, and then turn around James White and them banging. We're going to talk about all of that. We're going to talk about all of that. Kelly and them came, Pastor Kelly, Pastor Majors. They came to the conference. They talked to Abdul Muhammad. Muhammad brought a lot of this on. Excuse me. They throwing me under the bus. I'm throwing you. Let's all lay down on the altar and pray. Let's all lay down on the altar and pray. And y'all been saying some slick stuff. He started that movement. He trying to act like he ain't started moving like he don't know what's going on. He the one wasn't gathering people. I told you my phone was off because I'm broke out here. My phone was off. I come back on Isaiah Robinson in the room. The sister nephew is in the thread because he trying to bring people together for a reason. But they said them people don't count. We even got to address them. We ain't got to speak to them. Y'all gonna speak now. Y'all gonna speak now. Y'all gonna say, listen, y'all know Hebrew. Y'all know Hebrew. If y'all don't know Hebrew, y'all don't know Hebrew. I said the same thing with Pastor Kelly. If what they said about the pews, they got to backtrack. They got to backtrack. Y'all ain't gonna. All right, I think it's good. I think it's good. Let me see. Do me a favor. Type 1 in there. Type 1 in there. At least I got the other phone. I'm trying to go back to that other thing so I can look at the comments. All right, y'all still hear me. So my thing is, I'm like, listen, y'all don't know history. If these people want to come together and they want to talk, I said from the beginning, Berean is on the side of the people in the pews. Them pastors ain't playing games with me. So I got some pastors that's friends. Shout out to the pastors that support, and other pastors don't. Good.
Yeah. So again, this leads me to his theological Marxist. Right. That's the best way I can term it. That's a term that I'm just kind of putting on him. I just kind of made it up. So theological Marxist, in the fact that he puts himself as a mediator, as a speaker to those who are the oppressed, right? You have the oppressor and the oppressed. He's going to make that argument, have the oppressor and the oppressed, and he's on the side of the oppressed, right? That's his argument. Okay. That's his argument. However, and I'm going to critique him, right? If you're on the people that's on the oppressed side, why are you taking so much money from them? Right? I have a real issue, and I'm going to say it for a fact. While I was a member of his Patreon, right, I supported, but I was more concerned about other people getting to work. Like I said, I have receipts for trying to do things or volunteering my money and time in addition to me just in supporting to help, because I wanted people to get the most out of it. It's not to count the fact that he has a history of starting something and it stopping, not working. Right now, my biggest critique is when I wanted to do more and help him, he pushed it back. So it seems to me like he has an agenda to where he wants to only have certain people in his group that agrees with him. Right. That's what I think. And I dare him to challenge me on that. Prove me wrong. Right. Prove me wrong as someone who he was willing to send emails to ask to help you do something, to teach a class. Right. To put something together when you wanted it to happen, when it was convenient for you. Right. And I did it. I helped. I tried to do my part. But at the same time, right, I'm just going to keep it going. I'll hit some more points as we go along.
You, Pastor Johnson. Should we sit down and talk? They don't feel these people deserve respect. These people don't deserve to talk. But now certain things that they're doing being exposed. I've already brought them on here, and I said I'm going to bring them on. Y'all so busy watching me. Y'all don't know what I'm doing. I'm bringing them on. Listen, them Israelites, we're going to talk. And I'm going to do whatever I have to do to facilitate a dialogue. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say whatever I got to say. So when these weak-minded clowns, excuse my language, and I don't mean any harm when I talk like that. So when these weak-minded dudes want to go bang for the bosses, because the bosses is Richardson, Damon Richardson, the bosses is Eric Mason that started the whole woke movement, the whole urban.
First of all, this is the internet, man. People are not banging that hard. It is not that serious. First of all, it is not that serious. No, you need to calm that down. It's not some big movement, some strong forces out there that's just going to stop people from accomplishing certain things. Isn't this oppressive force that's out there? Damon Richardson is a big boss. Like, come on, that's exaggeration to the max. That's just ridiculous.
Derek Mason, these are my peeps, but I'm bringing it all out. These is the ones when Damon Richardson 3 years ago was talking about people like Divine Prospect. I'm gonna give y'all everything. Why they nervous? They nervous because first of all, they don't know who y'all listen to. They trying to scrape and find your doctrine, what they believe. Divine Prospect and Pastor Dowell and they all meeting together. What do they believe? So they're trying to pick here and pick a little bit there. I'm like, no, I'm swift with it. I'm gonna put Divine and Zion Lexa. People hit me, yo, you gotta get them on. You go. I say, yo, that brother's sharp. I ain't dealing with them. Let's deal with these folk right here. They believe close to what we believe. Let's one step at a time. No, they don't want to do nothing, but y'all gonna do it. Y'all gonna do it. Damon Richardson said, listen, you moderates are the problem. And he said that before. He said the Christian moderates are most dangerous. So then I'm letting it go of people. I'm doing my thing. I get on. I got the Catholic guy. Grace and peace, elder. I got the Catholic guy on. Nobody saying nothing with Father G, because Catholics control and manipulate your mind in your seminaries. So y'all don't got.
Is that really the case? Or are you just saying that? Do you really believe the Catholics are running the seminaries? Protestant seminaries who categorically disagree? Is that what you really think? Do you think Catholic seminaries fund Presbyterian seminaries? Is that what you actually think? I mean, if you do, then you don't know what you're talking about. And you may say, well, I'm only talking about the black church. Oh, okay. But they categorically deny Roman Catholic teaching. Is that what you actually think? Do you actually believe that? Now, maybe some of the liberal seminaries, sure. Ecumenical, maybe. But all of them, no. No, I'm not buying that. So you're going to have to prove that. You can't just say it. You're doing too much, man.
Beef with Father G, but everybody hit me on my jack. Who's Sister E? Where's she coming from? I'm hitting my man right in here. I'm hitting Jeff and White and them. Yo, listen, bro, do me a favor. They're going down there with Sister E speaking down there, major them church. You got to go down there and see what it is. Thomas White, I'm throwing him out there. Shout out to him. You see, he drive up there. Yo, I'm going there to support Sister E. I'm calling them in the church service. What they looking like? He said, they looking like us. I don't see the devil. They just say, yeah. They, they dress a little different, but it's all the same thing. Relax, it's the same thing, but I got people burning my phone. Shit, devil, where'd she come from? Now they see it's regular, nice, saved people.
Okay, so here's another question. Who's the people burning your phone? Is it the same people making the other arguments? Is it the same people trying to bang? Or are you just categorizing and lumping them all together? That's a fair question. That's fair. Let's continue on. We're almost halfway through it, at least.
Say people got the Holy Ghost. Say people love Jesus, and they saying they're Israel, but these dudes want to play a certain game, so now they see the numbers start coming. Now they see they start to do their numbers, so now everybody's scrambling. Now everybody want to write books. Now everybody want to go back and do the same old nonsense that they was doing. G-Man making me a video asking me about General Yohana. 403 videos have I ever spoke good about General Yohana, ISU, PK, GMS, or anybody. But these devils are.
Yeah, he's actually right about that. No, he's never spoke good on him. G-Man, I don't know why you asked him that question, man. Oh, man. You obviously don't watch him enough to know. Nah, he'll call out the camps in a second. Right? So you shouldn't approach him with that one. That was dumb.
Try to bunch them all together. He's just going back doing the old games, but I'm showing no, there's some saved ones over here. They ain't racist and they ain't convicted felons. I've been showing y'all stuff. Now they got receipts. Now they coming for y'all. Y'all brought out the point of the Trinity. Now y'all switching the game up with the Trinity. Oh, Pastor Major don't even believe. He don't believe this. And we got video. He don't believe that. And all of this other stuff. And now they showing and proving. They showing and proving. Anybody come on Berean TV, first thing I'm going to ask them about the Trinity, the nature of Christ. Now y'all running around, he want to switch it up. Y'all listen, y'all looking like clowns. Y'all looking like clowns right now because y'all ain't want to talk. Y'all looking like clowns because y'all think y'all can rule and do what you want to do. And these people reading, these people laying into some books. So
First and foremost, I have to make a comment. His added theatrics is just gassing people up. That's it. I would equate him no different than preachers gassing up people to give an offering. He talks about the manipulation in all his videos, and he's using all the tactics that orators use, right? People who speak well, that are trying to get a reaction out of you, use all the tactics he does. He empathizes with the audience, right? He exhibits emotion. He elicits a response. He invokes. He resonates with the people. He says things that touch directly at the heart of what they're thinking, right? He says all the things. He even borrows your language. He says things that Israelites say. He greets everybody in the way that they understand, right? He'll say Hotep, Ra Moses, and Shalom, you know, to all the Hebrew Israelites. And he'll say grace and peace, and to all those that are kind of in between and or Christian, right? So he uses language, he uses empathy, he uses all the tools. It's all in his tool bag. He's not doing anything different. His message is a little bit different, but his delivery is designed to get you and him to resonate, to connect. That's what he's doing. That's manipulation, right? That's manipulation. If he didn't do it the way he was doing, he was dry, do you think it would have the same impact? Nah. He has tactics. He does things a certain way. He asks rhetorical questions for a reason. He's employing methodologies of speaking and communicating.
This stuff is pseudo. What Kelly said about the pews is pseudo. That dude, Abu, I think he hit me. I just accept him on my friends list. Why can't we just talk about it? Y'all should have talked about this stuff before. Why couldn't you sit down with fellow believers and say, listen, what evidence do y'all have? This is why we believe this. This is why we believe that. But y'all got to go banging for massa. Y'all say y'all banging for doctrine, but y'all banging because y'all getting white folk money. Y'all getting white folk money. Y'all influence with white folk, and y'all know y'all place. Because when James White ran down on Eric Mason talking that talk, we're dropping videos in that sense. When he
okay, so just for the record, right? And I have to say this. He says white folk money. He makes it seem as if they're one single-minded group of people. It's like, no. There's large diversity. A lot of them are calling each other out on a lot of stuff. Now, that may not be part of your media consumption, and you may not see it, but Berean knows. He knows that plenty of discernment ministries have called out a lot of people taking money, right? Discernment ministries like Justin Peters. Ask Berean. He knows who that is. Spent his whole life calling them out. You have a whole lot of people who stick to reform doctrine that call out a lot of these false teachers, false preachers, these health and wealth, all this stuff. Name it, claim it, word of faith, charismatic. A lot of us reformed theology, Christians, Calvinists, Presbyterians, whatever you want to call us, because not all of us are Presbyterians, there's Baptists as well, and those that are Calvinistic have called them out. But he'll make it seem as if the whole church has fallen under its sway and everybody's doing it. Oh man, these categories are sloppy, bro.
Start dropping that talk. Y'all know y'all position. Y'all know y'all place. Now, what we gonna talk about after that? Our white folks, your white folk be in our business. Vocab Malone. Vocab hit me the other day. He texted me the other day. I hit him back. Vocab Malone. I said, if vocab is what he's saying about the La Kadesh language, if what he's saying about that is wrong, he is a devil. Y'all go run telling vocab is a devil, and Berean saying vocab is a devil. This dude G-Man, the same nonsense.
Hey, Mr. Parker, you did say he was a devil. You didn't put any restrictions on it. You straight up said it. There was no contingent. There's no if this, then he's a devil. You just said, you went straight into it. You said, I'm going to say it right now. And I quote, I'm going to say it right now. Vocab's a devil. End quote. You said that. So yeah, it's right that people ask you questions. The questioning is deserved. All right. You deserve that question. So again, don't try and go back and backtrack and make it seem like you put these certain limits or restrictions or contingencies on why you said it. You said it and just left it at that. No qualifying terms. Just he's the devil. That's it. And that was to get people to resonate. That's manipulative. You said it to get people on your side, keep stringing people along or whatever you're trying to do. You said it. So don't go back on this video and make it seem like you said it with some qualifying restrictions on what you meant. You said it and you left it at that. So be honest about it. Remember, timelines are important.
You love vocab running to protect the white man. This is back to what black folk been saying. Do we need white folk in our business? That's all this is. But y'all running trying to make it something else. I got to come out here and say if I love vocab. Listen, I love truth. I love truth and everybody on God's side of truth. That's what I love.
Yeah, but what is that truth though? Right? Okay, you love truth. But that's not what scripture really gets at though. Necessarily, right? It says, John said, you have passed from life to death because you love the brethren, right? Now, brothers can be in error, and you should lovingly correct them, right? So there's some truth to the question that G-Man asked, right? You can't just say I'm on the side of truth, and then it's just a fluid type of people come in and out of that love, right? You also have to love and correct, right? You correct those in the visible church, those that you see that profess Christ's name. You call them on their stuff. You don't just say, I just love truth, right? That's, again, that sounds good. And we should love truth wherever it's found, right? But people still make error, right? People can still be in error. And does that mean that you don't love them until they're perfect and upright in all their dealings? So, yeah, that's a cop-out answer. I love truth. Okay. Well, then you should probably hate yourself. I'm going to say that. Because you said that if you're not telling everything, then you're lying. All right. You said that. There's a whole lot of stuff you haven't said. You haven't told everybody the truth. You're giving bits and tidbits of how you feel about things, what's happening, but you ain't came out with all of it. So I'm just putting that out there.
Trying to make it a race thing. Y'all trying to make it something else to deceive the people. But the people seeing all through you, G man. The people seeing all through you, Urban Apart. They seeing all through y'all. Don't get it twisted. It's not a game. I can't even talk like I want to talk here. But y'all think it's one thing and it's another. Nobody is dumb. Nobody don't make me expose y'all with that Freemasonry up in the Protestant church, that racism, how them Europeans been using y'all, been manipulating the black church for Zionism, been pimping, and some pastors been getting bread off of that pimping. We sending tithes to Israel. Y'all don't play with me. Y'all don't play with me. Please, y'all listen, your hashtag next church, boy, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm gonna be quiet. But y'all better leave me alone. I'm gonna quiet my spirit down and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get into this stuff. We're gonna talk about it. Church cats don't know no history. That's how them certain people they don't want to talk to. We can talk about all that other pseudo nonsense, certain things they don't want to deal with. Period. I seen that other video out there, and they nervous video with Divine Prospect talking to other, what's the brother Mark Webb or whatever the other young apologist's name is. Listen, y'all ain't ready for that history. Y'all ain't, at least these people trying to lay in the history. If they wrong, if they falling, if they getting back up, if they study and bend, if they figure out where wrong points are, they trying to do something. But y'all saying the motherfucker ain't saved at all, and this is where y'all gonna have trouble, because we looking at fruits. We see some of y'all done been lying and come back and switching the game up and moving the goalpost. We can see vocab disrespecting Ron Shield, not vocab. We can see faithful run around here disrespecting, saying whatever, but y'all focusing on Dante. Y'all clowns with it. Period. Y'all clowns with it. What am I doing? I'm preaching. I'm telling them, listen, don't look at vocab, skin color, sister.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, a lot of this back and forth is just haberdashery. I don't even know what that word means, but this whole thing's a joke. Like all this beef back and forth with grown men and women. Golly, this is ridiculous. It shouldn't even be a thing, right? This shouldn't even be a thing to this magnitude and to where it's at. I don't even know what's really going on between them. Like, I be trying to keep up, but part of me just doesn't care that much, right? Now, I care about educating God's people. Or giving God's people the tools. I don't really want to tell them the answers per se, but I believe that they should have the tools. I'm going to criticize them on that because I have receipts that I offered at my own expense to help him get the tools to people and to look through everything. I give you an example. So I have a Patreon, right? And I'm in the process of giving away free licenses for Logos Bible software so people can sit down and have these conversations, right? I offered that to him, right? At my expense. He turned it down. And I had the receipts for it. I had the receipts. And he didn't say no in the email, but he blocked me and never talked to me about it. It's a whole nother thing, right? So that's sketchy. And to me, you say you have people's best interest in mind. When people are trying to give and support, you don't accept it, right? Like, you don't accept it. That's strange. That's strange. Well, that's it's not really a whole nother topic because it's about him. But I'll elaborate on that another time. I want to get through this video because I'm actually quite tired.
If you don't look at her delivery, the form, the way she listen, look at the content. Y'all ain't want to do that. Y'all ain't want to do that. Y'all think y'all can just get together and talk. And all of the rest of the little minions, they ain't going to do nothing but what they get from the top coming down. They ain't getting no direction from God. They getting direction from them other dudes. Period. Hill, period. That's what it is. That's what it is. And they're not thinking for themselves. But the main problem is that hurts me the most. They disrespect y'all. They think y'all dummies. So they feel whatever they say, it comes down and this is what it's going to be. And they're using certain tools when the other two don't bunch them together.
Look, I got to say something, though. Did they really say that they think they're dummies? Or are you just inserting that? Are you mediating that concept? Are you reading people's minds? Come on, man. Stop with the theatrics.
Bunch them together. Don't bunch them together. Thank you for that jab. Thank you for that. And the super chat. Christianity by definition is Israel by heritage. They don't want to discuss none of that because their numbers are falling. The offering is falling off. They don't want to discuss it. They don't want the truth coming out. And they scared and they respect Israel. They respect Israel. But we got to go back. I understand the 13th tribe is shaky, but we got to go back. If y'all said, y'all, because them folk, Eric Mason, them folks said Jesus wasn't white. And I rode with them. If y'all say that, I told y'all should have left Jesus white. If y'all say Jesus wasn't white, these young folk want to take it somewhere else because they want the whole truth. They want all of it. Now, the truth of the matter is, if y'all been teaching this stuff, it wouldn't have been no problem. Y'all ain't been teaching about the Nicene Council. Y'all ain't been teaching history. That's how them Sinaitic them could come blow shots at us. Because y'all wasn't, most of these pastors running around here, they ain't heard about Nicaea till they heard about Sinaitic, till they heard it through Sinaitic, till they heard it through other stuff on social media. Because they wasn't hearing it in the church. And I'm not mad at y'all, and I'm not mad. I'm upset that y'all wasn't teaching this. Now other stuff, when I say the camp's putting in work, at least let's get rid of the Christmas tree. Y'all don't even want to do that because y'all want to hold on to the devil worship and control. I'm calling it for what it is, devil worship and control. So then when you got the people turn around.
So correct me if I'm wrong. Just a couple videos ago, he said the Christmas tree isn't pagan, right? He said that. So where did that come from? And why is he saying this now? That it's devil worship and control. He said the Christmas tree isn't pagan. I don't know, man. That seems contradictory. Yeah, please, you need to clarify that one.
When you got the oneness of apostolic people and certain people that don't want to do certain things, they just don't want to use that word. But I'm arguing with my sister, where Jesus come from? She said, the tree ain't come from nowhere. He's eternal. Him and the Father. She's saying the same thing. She just don't want to use that word. But if they don't want to use your vocabulary, if they don't want to dress the way y'all dress, if they don't want to, if y'all can't totally control them, they ain't saved. Y'all are funny. Y'all don't control it. Y'all doing the same thing the Catholic Church done. We done with y'all. We done. Y'all don't rule us. We done with y'all. We gonna make moves, and we making it happen. God pouring out His Spirit. He pouring out wisdom in this day, and He ain't dealing with y'all, and y'all ain't ruling nothing. Period. bishop, no bishop title, PhD. Your degrees mean nothing. Y'all work for them people. You work for them people. Y'all are the oppressor. You my skin color, but you the oppressor. You the oppressor, because you ain't. If you listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I've been clowning with these dudes. If I'm not giving out the whole information, I'm still lying. Period. I'm still lying.
And he said it himself. If he ain't giving out the whole information, he's lying. So give out all the information. Tell everybody what you know. Teach them about the Nicene Council. Right? Call out the Freemasons. You know, he was just telling a story. The other day, he was in a Freemason's office. He was asking him questions. The Freemason told him not to say his name. And I bet you he's not going to say his name. Bet you any money. So really, who's ruling and under control, right? Sounds like he's being controlled too. So can you trust him? Right? Can you trust him? Can you trust anybody that won't tell you their actual name, right? You let someone come up and teach you who you really got it. I mean, I did it too, so I understand. But I wasn't coming to him for information necessarily. I was already going through the schooling, right? That's most of the questions, most things he said I knew already, and I could easily find out the answer. Like I'm just a researcher, so I have the tools to do it. But yeah, he just needs to come out and be upfront, right? There's a lot of stuff that he don't tell you. There's many videos he says we're gonna start talking about Freemasonry, and he talks about its impact, but he doesn't call people out. I mean, he talks about Bishop Ellis. Okay, cool, but that's just one. I'm talking about people he knows. Why is he still friends with him? If such a bad doctrine, why is he still friends? Is he correcting their doctrine? Are they saved? Is that what he's saying? It's so interesting. He needs to clarify that. Someone needs to question him. Figure that out. Does he believe someone who holds the Freemasonry doctrine and that interpretation of the scriptures is saved? And if so, how? Explain it so other people, if they're not saved, then why are you encouraged? Or if they are saved or can be saved, why are you encouraging other people to go bang on them? If you believe they can be saved, why should somebody else criticize them too? Because you ain't criticizing them. That's hypocritical, right? Can they hold both views and still be operating in the church legitimately while still in believing equally and effectually in both? That's a question.
Giving y'all the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Now y'all disgusted with the way the women dress, with the way we carrying on in Christianity. Oh, y'all legalists, leave us alone. Why? Because you want your ass out? You want titties out? Forgive me, G.
Oh, Berean. That's all I'm going to say on that one.
Now I got to get off now. I got to get offline. I got to get offline. Now, not all Christian women, but we all out of control. I'm arguing with my homegirl. She said, because God is not in that. I said, no, the girls like wearing tight pants or thongs hanging out. And she's saying, I'm in the bishop office like this big deal. Then I come around, you don't people change. You all said, no, people are bringing out good points. It's a lot going on, and we ain't been talking about it. Now I'm hurt that it's all spilling out. It got to spill out now. It got.
Look, man, most of the spillage is coming through you. Well, that's not entirely honest. Let me take that back. It's been spilling out of the church for a long time. You're just opening up the womb a little bit more, or the wound, not womb, wound a little bit more, right? You're stabbing at it, right, as it's bleeding.
Spill out now, and I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted with the fact that y'all want to bunch them all together. Vocab, y'all funny with it. Israelites do some shooting. James White, that clown stuff. Everybody, go look at that documentary. Go look at what Pastor Kelly dropped in that video. We woke now. That's his YouTube channel. He got a video. Klan. How can they be worse than the Ku Klux Klan? How can they be Klan when the Klan been killing? That's how come y'all rolled so much, you devils. I'm going to expose y'all. You devils want to ride with that Jersey shooting and how they shot up European Jews and all that, because y'all at the video dealing with it. Now the beef had jumped off with me and my team and Sister E, and she made some videos, but who licked shots first. That's like I'm gonna tell y'all with history, with everything, timeline's important. I ain't playing with these devils. I ain't playing with the and I'm saying it like this, but I don't want to say I'm mad. I'm mad as hell. Let me stop my lying. I'm tired of lying. I'm mad as hell. Oh, forgive me. He done said hell. Go run and tell Eric Mason, all them folk. I said hell. They don't control me. I said hell. I'm mad as hell. I'm mad as hell. Let's line everything we doing with the book. Let's line what we doing up with the book. Them dudes don't know history. They don't want history. They don't want to see y'all with that history. When we started talking about, then the next thing they said, well, Berean, it's the law, it's the law, it's the law. They trying to say you saved by the law. Major, you saved by the law. What saves you? We saved Ephesians 2:8, not since the ear. You saved by the law. So we trying to find out how they look at the law. Everything y'all want to do, y'all still want to come back and just bang on them. And they just talking, we just talking. Who started asking disrespectful first? Who started acting disrespectful first when they got out there with Mason and be like, man, we done, we ain't even dealing with them cats. Now, they came up there laughing, smiling with people. They figured it was going to, it started years back, and it's going somewhere. It started years back on Vocab Malone. He was on James White show. James White, them white folk. So I said, now it's moved to another level because Vocab, who was teaching primarily with One West, Vocab been dealing and he been talking and he been saying certain things. Let me look at the time. Y'all getting ready to get me kicked out of here. Oh, and we've been looking at the time. I'm looking at the time, and he brought that before white people, white. 1,000 views, no TBN. Which one of y'all got 240,000 views? He dealing with the writ and he dealing with history. He dealing with that law and he's expounding on it. He dealing with slavery, and you pastors ain't gonna do it. Why so many of y'all calling me talking on the side about slavery? Oh, my grandmother did say, my grandmother believed this and that, but y'all won't. Y'all say to me, sneak on the phone that say, but y'all won't preach it. Why is that? Because it's gonna offend massa. I'm here, I'm subject to people. It's going to offend Massa, and you don't want to do that because you need that chicken. Eric Mason, you told me don't go to work. He said, listen, you too old to be throwing sheetrock around. Eric Mason, my hand on it. Let me find this Bible and put my hand on the Bible. Let me find a Bible and put my hand on it. Let me find a Bible up in here, put my hand on the Bible. On God. On God, my hand is on this Bible. You said don't work. You said, don't worry. I'm calling y'all, my friends, what I'm going to do? Y'all doing conferences. Y'all doing this. Y'all doing that. Y'all already know Berean. They'll put you in seminary. Me, him, and Jerome Gay, we up in the bar talk about what we going to do. 2017 in the frequency conference. I'm going to get money. I got to stay home. But you and Adam Coleman and y'all, we could build a team, try to get 250,000. And y'all just get out here, my hand on the Bible. May God kill me on my seed, Eric. You told me don't work. Sick of playing around with y'all. Y'all said, we're going to go around. How will you know up in New York? Listen, I know Pentecost.
See, and that's where the hurt really comes in. And that's what concerns me the most, is that apparently something happened where he gave up working, was banking on something happening with Eric Mason, right? Pastor Eric Mason. And was just gave up everything and went down there, and then it fell apart. I think Pastor Eric Mason should speak on that. I think he should give some clarity. I'm just saying. I think it would do some good. That's all. But yeah, there's definitely some hurt there. It needs to be addressed.
So they don't want to deal with apologetics. Say we no Kojic flag. I'm not flying no apologetic flag. And the reason I'm not flying apologetic flag because I seen how they were moving. All together. Vocab, y'all funny with it. Israelites do some shooting. Oh, so much, you devils. I'm going to expose y'all. You devils want to ride with that Jersey when we started talking about, then the next thing they said, well, Berean, it's the law, it's the law, it's the law. They're trying to say you saved by the law. Major, you saved by the law. What saves you? We saved Ephesians 2:8, not since the ear. You saved by the law. So we trying to find out how they look at the law. Everything y'all want to do, y'all still want to come back and just. It's moved to another level because Vocab, who was teaching primarily with One West, Vocab been dealing and he been talking and he been saying certain things. Let me look at the time. Y'all getting ready to get me kicked out of here. Oh, and we've been looking at the time. I'm looking at the time, and he been in that. But y'all work. Y'all doing this. Y'all doing that. Y'all already know Berean. They'll put you in seminary. Me, him, and Jerome Gay, we up in the bar talk about what we gonna do. 2017 in the frequency conference. I'm gonna get money. I got to stay home. But you and Adam Coleman and y'all, we could build a team, try to get 250,000, and y'all just get out here, my hand on the Bible. May God kill me on my seed, Eric. You told me don't work. Sick of playing around with y'all. Y'all say, listen, we're going to go around. How you know up in New York? Listen, I know Pentecostals, they don't want to deal with apologetics. Say, we're going to make a movement out of this. You drop the book. All right, everything is going good. Everything is going good. But what we going to do with these people here? You don't want to deal with them folk. Y'all play with me. I'm going to get them hammers out. Y'all play with me. Y'all play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. If y'all gonna talk to them, talk to them. Don't bother Israel. Like I said, I'm like, yo, what you gonna do about them other cats? You see what Faithful did? What you gonna do about that? Play with me. Oh, you don't care about that because Faithful putting in that work. Because Faithful blowing at them, so you don't care about that. Listen to them and say all that slick stuff, the raw shit. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, boy, play with Israel, y'all. Them things coming out. Them things coming out. We tired of y'all. We tired of y'all. Y'all ain't gonna do what y'all want to do. Oh, Berean, you is no, I'm a Cushite. I'm a Cushite. I'm gonna tell y'all why I ain't Israel. I'm explaining all of that stuff one time.
See, and that's my concern. Look, he keeps saying we. He identifies fluidly with all these different groups, which is fine. That's perfectly up to him. That's not an issue. But my concern is why do you feel the need to mediate? Right? This is a group of people who can think for themselves, can process for themselves. What's your overall goal? Were you just amplifying what they feel, or right? Like, let them talk on their own. You've set yourself up as a leader or a voice for them, right? To people who you're trying to force them to engage. I just don't get it, man. That's and the way you're going about it, I think it could be done a lot better, right? It could be done a lot better. You know, being real and genuine, I give you points for that. Cool. That's great. Congratulations, right? But that's about all you get points for. A lot of it's theatrics, though. You still ain't fooling me. You're not fooling me. Nah, I can see right through the smoke and mirrors, man. That's a lot of that is it's theatrics, and you'll see why by the end of the video. You'll see why.
When the time get, I'm explaining all, but y'all ain't gonna disrespect them people. See what's what. He said Ron Shields. They're gonna go back to look at what Ron Shields believe and that. I'm just saying, don't disrespect them folk. Them folk ain't been disrespectful to y'all. Y'all be tough with the wrong people. Y'all be tough. Y'all be talking tough. Doing all that. Boy ain't never disrespect you. That young brother ain't never disrespect y'all. He come around even talking to them apologies. He just, yo, listen, y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Y'all are real funny with it. Y'all want to throw stuff out there and say stuff and think y'all gonna get away with it. Now y'all getting challenged. Now they got some receipts. Now what y'all gonna do? Pull up that business. Pull up that business. Like I said, if them pews is garbage, shout out to that cat out boo. Faithful. If they ain't putting in work, they ain't putting in work. If that Lakadesh language is garbage, with vocab is a devil if he's doing that with that Lakadesh language. But we get back to the thing with vocab. White folk in our business, vocab is established with the camps. But do me a favor, type one. I want to see if this thing is here. All right, just I'm trying to look in the thing. All right, I think y'all seeing me on the phone. It's not looking like what you call it. I'm looking up. Thank you for that super chat. Somebody said, "All praises to the Most High." I'm trying to see if this thing is staying on, because if it's not, I'm gonna have to jump on. I'm gonna be in trouble messing around with y'all up in here. So vocab brought it to white and middle America on our issues at all. The camps, nobody, Berean, I've never spoke for the camp. Shout out to them dudes I was working with in Atlanta, GOCC. They're the closest to us out of all of the camps. But
he's
there's
right
more
on
people
that.
like Sister E and Major and them that's not camps. Why are you fighting so hard for them? I'm just fighting for fairness. For fairness. More and more people are looking into this, you clowns. So we got to address it. If y'all say the Trinity is a problem and they say they believe on the Trinity, what's that other girl? That's Nephi Homeboy, the dude with the glasses trying to trap Major off with the Trinity. We got to say, y'all got to say it the way we say it. Y'all don't come questioning my peeps. Y'all don't question them like that. These is God peeps.
No, first of all, no one's above questioning. So you need to stand down on that one, man. Everybody gets questioned. Everybody gets challenged. Don't nobody need you babying them. Like there's, you got your kids. You deal with them, right? Let these ones manage on themselves. Dude, that's crazy, man. Don't come and bother them. Everybody can get bothered. Everybody's fair game. Stop trying to mediate. Get over yourself, man.
God peeps, and I'm speaking up for them. I'm speaking up for them. They was like, yo, you know, some of them fall back. Yo, we ain't got no nothing. We just gonna, you know, we ain't got no beef. When that other thing jumped off with me, shout out to Israel. It was like, yo, take the high road. Don't even go out like that. Mace talking about. That's why he used the name Berean. Mace, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't none of y'all cats play with me. I'm telling y'all right now. And this is just brotherly talk. This is just brotherly talk for y'all. Go run telling the Fed something. You funny people, I'm telling y'all, don't disrespect. If y'all gonna talk, y'all gonna talk, and y'all gonna bring the whole truth out. If not, fall back and just say, listen, we ain't steep in that history. We'll deal with y'all with doctrine. And I don't even know Pastor Kelly. Oh man, Kelly, I'm tight, Pastor, excuse me, because these dudes are pastors or whatever, and I'm not a pastor. Pastor Kelly got me tight. He bringing up my text. But Damon Richardson turned around and said he wanted $1,000 to debate. This is public knowledge. I'm putting it out there right now. They want me to facilitate. They want me to bring that thing together. So I brought it together, and I'm hitting Mace. Mace, what you said. I got them texts. Don't play with me. What you said when I said, yo, Kelly Damon Richardson wanted $1,000 to debate. And at the same time, we was banging on Polite and Omar Johnson for taking money and all of that stuff debating. Then y'all upset Berean. Then y'all upset I'm out here putting out $3 PayPal because I'm in the Airbnb, boy. I'm telling you right now. My things still work. Y'all play with me right now. So I'm like, yo, he wanted $1,000. I ain't even, yo, he wanted $1,000 to debate. What we gonna do about that? What you said? What you said, Bishop? What did you say? Now they gonna say Berean being messy. I ain't gonna put no text up there. He said, let him get that bread. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? And I see it. Well, he is a PhD student. He is, you know, getting ready to get his degree and there. No cat's got a mortgage and all of this stuff. So, you know, they want to listen. They gonna pay what they weigh. But what's the beef? They came and he was like, yo, you can say what you want. They have.
Now, first of all, $1,000 for debate ain't nothing. To be honest, I mean, we spend more on less. So that's not a whole lot, right? When it comes to someone's time, expertise, especially if it's to bring clarity for what somebody else wants, that's normal. That's not. Look, you're accepting super chats and PayPal, and you're up in this place getting as you put white folks money. So what's the real problem, or are you a hypocrite? Which one? Because if you're going to criticize them, which I don't think is a fair criticism, but if you're going to criticize them and you're getting money, you almost get that much on a monthly basis from your Patreon account. So I don't want to hear that. Between that and the super chat, I see how your super chat be blown up. Yeah. You get that in a month, or more than that in a month. So I don't want to hear that. For a one-time debate that's going to have long-lasting perpetuity, oh yeah, that's nothing. $1,000. Again, people spend more on their cell phone. I'm just saying.
For dialogue, they didn't even want to use the term debate. Not to be like Netterman and just believers getting down talking. Boy, y'all funny. Y'all funny. Richardson, you called it. Damon Richardson, salute you, bro. You called it, though. You said the moderates was the most dangerous ones. Then G-Man and the Thumpers and Sister Cherry and all the little Thumpers. Y'all can make all the videos y'all want. Y'all can make all the videos y'all want. Don't make this beef. Don't bother me. Don't bother me. Then the rest of y'all want to go thumping and banging, and the people don't know what's going on. They don't know that there's money behind that. They don't know that there's other stuff going on, and y'all going to use some politics. Make sure you don't like when I say the word politics. There's some politics in there. Don't nobody, y'all better not hit me on my text. Better not hit me on my phone. Better not hit me on my phone, because I'm feeling some type of way right now. But I'm going to just tell y'all it is what it is. Don't mess with Israel. Don't mess with them. Well, what he said, what Vocab said when he got on there. Shout out to G-Man. Shout out to Damon Richardson. Shout out when he got on James White to confront them white folk. And that's the code. Y'all the ones that's going to bang. Y'all going to bang for this. Y'all going to bang for them folk to protect. So when y'all protect, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna make a series of videos. Oh, they killed. Oh, the black lion devil worshiping Hebrew Israelites. They killed good pure white Jews. And y'all made video after video after video event, and Vocab took that and rode with it to make all of y'all look wicked together. To make all of y'all look wicked. We never did that with the Klan. We ain't never did that with no white folk with the Klan running around here, killing folk, hanging folk, lynching folk. We ain't never said, oh, Christians. We ain't never did that. They're using the same tactics. I'm exposed them tactics they use. As a matter of fact, I ain't even going on tonight. I got to go pray and get my spirit, because y'all got me feeling another way. Y'all got me feeling like taking them scriptures and twisting them up to violence, taking by force. I'm not playing with y'all. Shots is fired. Listen, go look at that video. Go look at G-Man's video. Get up, G-Man. Matter of fact, he passed me at 13,000. He don't know about 10,000 of his Israelites ready to just jump on him. But that's a whole nother thing. So this is all proverbial speaking. Nobody's angry. No's angry. No angry black man. We just talking truth. We talking the whole truth. Christian apologists, y'all playing games. Y'all can holler and let vocab do all of that stuff and amp y'all up. If it's the truth, it's the truth. We gonna talk. Good to see you, it's beautiful truth. We're gonna talk, plain and simple. But and you know, and if it's nonsense, it's nonsense. Oh, Berean got to come down. He's saying oneness because they don't want to use the word Trinity. He's saying he oneness folks saved. He doing and saying stuff he ain't got no business saying. You know, I believe some oneness people are saved. I believe some alphas are saved. Mace, you are alpha. I believe some Q dogs are saved. I believe some Freemasons are saved. If y'all can if y'all can start talking about stuff, start talking about what these pastors is. That's Freemasons that's ruling these churches. Ain't none of y'all harassing Bishop Ellis. College of the Bishops. Almost every black one of y'all running around here dressing like the Catholic Pope because y'all up underneath the authority of the Jesuits. Y'all up underneath the authority of Bishop Ellis and the Freemasons. Y'all up underneath the authority of them. Knights of Malta. What's the other guy named? Shout out to Elder. Shout out to Elder Julius. He posted up that other good holy prophet. Knights of Malta. They down with secret society. Don't let these people flip on y'all. Don't let these people flip this game on y'all. Before that Balfour, before Israel became a state, Freemasons was at work with Europe. They was at work talking about these are the lost tribes over here. And they were working with the Jews in Europe. That guy that made that, what's that atomic bomb? I gotta, matter of fact, I gotta go get my notes. I'm gonna show y'all some stuff. Before that Balfour, before Israel became a state, they was already working in Europe. The Freemasons and the Europeans were already working. This was a plan that was in existence. That's why they gave y'all that image of Christ, and they was using it. This is all part of the plan. Now they got black boule. Now they got black preachers that's down with this whole Tefra Moses. They got black preachers that's down with it. And they're going to give y'all a little bit just to keep the ignorant fools at bay. We just give them a little, oh, Jesus ain't black. Just to plug up the whole Sinetta and them. Just to plug up the holy good shit named Jesus. Y'all wasn't teaching that in church. Israel had to do that. Y'all was riding that tithe and things till the camps blow y'all up with the tithe in there. Come on, you devils. Let it out. Let it out. Come out wherever you are. Let's get this thing together. They've been challenging y'all, and y'all used to moving and not getting challenged. It's a new day.
See, I just chopped that all up as provocative language. I mean, again, it's manipulation. He's doing it. He's just skilled. He's just skilled at it. That's all.
It's a new day, and I'm a born again tongue talking Bible thumper, Pentecostal. I'm not pushing no modalism. I'm not pushing no oneness apostolic. But y'all ain't gonna just shoot them all down. Y'all ain't gonna do that. Y'all ain't gonna do that in front of me. Y'all ain't gonna shoot all the Israel down. And another reason I'm gonna tell y'all they doing what they doing with Israel. These fools is running around. These fools them gave y'all this rapture. We gonna disappear. So the church don't know about eschatology, the last day and promises for Israel. They don't know about no covenant with Abraham before Moses and Mount Sinai. We don't know about that in church. I can tell y'all the church don't know a lot of Old Testament history. I'm gonna tell the truth. Thank you, Jab. We appreciate you. I'm going to tell the truth. We got to tell the truth. Because y'all believe Darby, and if y'all believe Darby, we're going to just disappear. Rapture. Church is gone. So then we arguing when we're going to be gone and this and that. We don't understand the road, what's going to happen with Israel in the last days. Because eschatology ain't our thing. Our thing is touch your neighbor. We let the prosperity preachers roll. We let them watch.
So just to be clear, he's making an eschatological claim on theology. That's a whole nother discussion, right? Because your eschatology does play a huge factor in where you see a significance and with whom you see that significance with, right? So especially where Israel is concerned, okay? And I know we're having this talk in my my Patreon, right? And so I have some guests, I had a guest that did 2 talks, both on the book of Daniel and the book of Revelation. So I encourage you all to check that out. I think it's a great discussion, but at the same time, right, he's he's speaking to a specific eschatology, right? And I'm gonna just leave it at that. If you want to find out more, reach out to me, drop me a message or something like that. We'll dialogue on that topic. But yeah, that's where he's at with that.
We let them roll because we don't speak against another man's doctrine. That's how Freemasonry and the cult and the Jesuits got the church. When Eddie Long, who spoke against Eddie Long? Nobody was down with the College of African American Bishops. Nobody was down with Prince Hall was ruling them, Bishop Ellis and all of them. None of them, they ain't gonna speak up. Why? Because like the other Freemasons told me, we don't speak against another man's doctrine. So that man could be preaching and doing what he want to do over there, and y'all ain't gonna speak against it. How you milk them sheep the way you want to milk the sheep. Come on, man, I'm done. I'm getting no matter of fact, I ain't even coming on tonight. A lot of people, oh, you're angry, you're acting angry. Yeah, I'm mad as hell. It's safe to say I'm mad as hell. Now y'all got Kelly and them saying my name. Pastor, excuse me, y'all got them saying my name. Y'all running around here, got G-Man with his old crazy self. That's when it started going downhill, but things had to come to that peak with Sister E and them. Salute Sister E. Those are that's what I tell you, we can beef all of them. Thomas, right, them folk you see me with online, those are my peeps. They my day one, we riding. Y'all see them on video, y'all don't see them on video. Those my peeps right there. They got me all paranoid. Yo, you don't know where she coming. We joking, calling her agent, but in the background worried. She saved, she laughing and getting it on with Berean, and they all talking and chatting it up, and we got to shut down Israel and the church talking to each other. Israel's nationality, what's the beef? I don't know. I'm gonna leave it alone because they're already on the phone with the feds. He convicted, he got hammers. Y'all ain't seen me with it. Y'all ain't seen me with nothing. I ain't even tell y'all when I got up there to that conference. We got up there to the debate. I came inside, they got people shaking us down. I'm like, oh Lord, I done brought my that's a whole nother thing. Y'all don't listen. I'm riding with y'all, Israel. Y'all ain't perfect. Y'all know y'all crazy, but the church ain't perfect either. Then worse come to worse after so much forcing them. What are you gonna say? Well, maybe some of y'all that do apologetic, that do church in the urban church, I should have been did that. I said, if we really concerned about the souls of the other Jazariak in them. You ever heard me speak like I'm in favor for General Yohanan and them? Come on, man. I know what you're doing, or you don't know you a tool. You don't know you a clown with it. You don't know that. But I'm going to tell you, you are. Y'all don't know. Whatever I'm doing all, and I'm down with the politics. I'm doing all of this to facilitate talking, dialogue. Y'all don't want to talk, but some people going to talk. Shout out to Rodney and them. Shout out to Elder Johnson. Shout out to the saved, born again folk in the church that want to sit down and dialogue, that don't have no problem talking. Berean, they say shout out to BJ. We don't mind talking to them. Shout out to them. Listen, it's no problem. It's no problem, but it's you other, it's the rulers. Then when people want to talk about the Sabbath and just asking questions, just when they want to ask questions, they want to flip it around. We the Pharisees. You don't want the Christmas tree, all of a sudden you the Pharisees. They're going to want to talk down on you. Come on, man, these dudes are funny. I'm explaining their tools. They're real funny with it. They ear hustling, so they watching me. So if I get put out of here, it's from messing around with y'all. You see that? The curse is on you. They don't want me to tell the whole truth. It's on my heart, and I'm upset. And like I said, Pastor and them, they already getting out here. Y'all got to step up. That brother Minister Dante been dropping videos. Y'all got to step up. Y'all say that's 14th century nonsense. Y'all got to step up. If it's 14th century nonsense, y'all got to step up. Oh man, thank you so much in the super chat. I got to put all this candy away. Y'all got now. I can't lie. I do have enough in the account for candy and coffee. That's the problem. I had 4 cups of coffee already amping me. Drinking a fancy coffee. Thank y'all so much. But this is a lot. This is a lot. And if I leave half of the story out, I'm not exposing nothing, but I feel if I leave half of the story out that I'm not doing justice to the people. To be honest, I'm not doing y'all justice. I'm not doing y'all right. And a lot of people want that. Because they can say I'm a believer, I'm a this, I'm a that, but they're fighting for a movement. They're fighting for a movement that Eric Mason formed. They're fighting for other churches. I told y'all last week, Israel, y'all got us doing too much. Y'all got us going in books and looking in church. We don't really do history unless it's biblical history, other really history. What pastor y'all know in the urban apologetic movement can get steep in that, then can come up and step up and debate somebody about that West African history, slave trade history. We don't do that. That's not what we do. Good to see you, Pastor Lighty. We appreciate you, D. Will. So what are we going to do about that? We're going to step up, but that's not really our area. That's how come I even held back, because, you know what I'm saying, in my heart, I love the apologists. I love the church. I love all God's people. I said, well, let me just wait. Oh, Ron Dalton, you don't need Ron Dalton. Why don't I need Ron Dalton? Well, I already talked to him. Let me just get these other brothers right here first. Let me get these brothers, and them brothers say what you want. Shout out to Teo Ministry. Shout out to them brothers. They put in work. Let's examine their work. Let's examine their work. Well, let's just examine their work. Dante, let's examine his work. If it's a lie, the word Jew, Sister Nephi, shout out to her. I don't got no beef with nobody, but let's just examine all of it. Let's stop acting crazy towards each other. Let's examine all of it. You know how we were with other things. Some things, some people say, I'm just saying stuff where a lot of people thinking, but they won't say. Vocab is white. Do white people need to be in our business forum? He coming in, now, but they move as one on moderates when moderates and Eric Mason them didn't want to talk. And as pastors, they got to protect the sheep. But my God, enough time has went by. Thank you, Proverbs 25. I got to read this, y'all. Thank you, Brother B. Jesus never told us to argue or to prove his deity to be. I say, I got to read this thing. He gave us commandments from Yah, no more, no less. Why can't we talk about that? Oh, no, my sister's hitting me. All right, no, I got to wait, since I can't even, you throw me off. I can't even look at your comment. You make me nervous when they start texting me, certain people. So these are things that we got to look at. I said we got to sit down, we got to talk. We do vocab fitness. Okay, he white. Let's look at the information, though. But I'm not going to lie, he got y'all, all eyes are on us. Everybody looking on us. I don't care. I'll throw myself under the bus for the cause of dialogue. I throw myself on the bus. I'm dumb. I don't know A, B, and C, and then I'm going to ask questions like other people. You so dumb you don't know this. How you know I don't know it? I'm throwing it out there because we got a dialogue. Y'all got really offended when y'all seen saved people like Sister E and Berean, and we on there talking and laughing. And I did myself talking about Israel, and when I started doing, why can't we keep it? Now it's y'all time. It's y'all time. Pastor Kelly dropped that video. I don't know what y'all want to say. They already told y'all. Go back and look at Pastor Kelly's video. I should have got the minutes and the stuff in there, because Pastor Majors, Pastor Kelly, anybody that graced Berean platform, anybody that come on Teo Ministry, Minister Dante, they all say they believe that the Son is eternal. They all believe the Son is eternal. But y'all will bunch them together and say, well, no, he didn't, because y'all scramble and see, because we ain't been studying. We ain't been studying history. We ain't been studying. G said moderates. That's G. That's Ron. LaRon said, what LaRon said? This is the phone here, but I'm not even looking. Let me look down on the phone. Talking about it. Got a long time to talk about LaRon. There's a people here that got some time in talking about it, but for the most part, people act like they love Jesus, but they go on the platform to get out of conversation. Yeah, I got to get to class, y'all. Listen, I love y'all. Oh, apologists, I love y'all. Israel, I love y'all. Listen, I love everybody, especially those of the faith. Folks that treat everybody good. Treat everybody good, especially those of the faith. But we just got to talk, so I got to get out here and I got to talk ignorant to make people get on here and look at this thing and talk ignorant. But we may go in tonight. I'd vented a whole bunch of it, but I want to talk about that history. We don't have history tight like we think we got history tight. Not pastors, not Christian pastors. A lot of us don't. That's how I said the two places we can get Israel on is on the law and is on history. That other brother got on there and he don't know. Listen, Divine Prospect, you can say what you want. They're bringing another level of stuff there. A lot of people in the pews are learning and hearing certain things. We should have been let the church know about Nicene Council. Say what y'all want. My brother, what's that brother name? What's the other brother named? Presbyterian brother. The Presbyterian brother I used to have on here. And you can say what he wanted. He's Presbyterian, but how many black people are Presbyterians? They know some history. They know about the Nicene Council. I see the guys walking back. I got class. They're gonna put me out. They're gonna put me out. Y'all pray for me. I'm trying to do right down here with these folk. But like he said, I'm trying to make this thing happen in a different way. I'm gonna hit you right now, sister, on the way back to this class. I might get back on tonight. I let a lot out here, or I might try to do that Zoom.
So just to be clear, I'm the Presbyterian brother he's referring to at the end. All right, it's been like an hour and a half. It's 3:25 a.m. over here. It's amazing how you can't remember my name. Yeah, it's not good. I mean, it doesn't hurt my feelings, but it's just like, interesting. Point taken. All right, so that's all I have to say on this issue. I'm not going to talk anymore about it. God bless you all. Please check out my other videos. And I'm going to share this one as much as I can. So, yeah. God bless you all. I hope this has been insightful. I got it off my chest because it was bothering me. I was like, this is ridiculous. But I'm going to end it, and that's all I got. All right, God bless.